I've always wanted to meet her, and she was the queen always. And when I met her, we met at this jazz club, and we just happened to be at the right place, right time, mutual friends.
Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet, Hollywood's dream couple, once the embodiment of love and unity, left fans in tears when they announced their separation. How could something that seemed so perfect fall apart? Jason Momoa is now breaking silence, sharing his emotional journey through love, loss, and resilience. The truth reveals more than just the end of a marriage. It exposes the complexities of two lives intertwined by love and divided by life's relentless demands. Before Jason Momoa became the larger-than-life figure we see today, his life was a tapestry of contrasts and struggles. Born in Honolulu, Hawaii on August 1, 1979, as Joseph Jason Namakeha Momoa, he carried a cultural heritage that was both a source of pride and a challenge. His father's native Hawaiian roots and his mother's German, Irish, and Pawnee ancestry gave him a unique identity. But when his parents divorced during his infancy, Jason's life took a dramatic turn. He moved to Norwalk, Iowa, with his mother, far from the lush landscapes of Hawaii. In the conservative Midwest, Jason's sun-kissed skin and rich cultural heritage set him apart. He often felt like a misfit, a stranger in his own world. Those summers spent in Hawaii with his father became his lifeline, grounding him in traditions that felt like home. These visits forged his connection to the land, to the water, and to a spirituality that became a guiding force in his life.
St. Paul, heading to Des Moines, Iowa to surprise my family.
But returning to Iowa always brought a sense of displacement, a tension between two worlds that would follow him into adulthood. Jason's resilience grew from these early challenges. With his mother's encouragement, he explored his creative side, a gift that would later form a bridge between him and Lisa Bonet. Her upbringing mirrored his in unexpected ways, creating a bond that felt destined. But before their paths crossed, Jason's journey took him through a labyrinth of struggle and self-discovery. His acting career began with a break on Baywatch Hawaii, but for years he found himself stuck in roles that didn't reflect his depth. It wasn't until his unforgettable audition for Game of Thrones that everything changed.
I think it was much called for, because when I was reading the sides, if you were to be auditioning for Drogo, what they do is they send you this scene that says, like, no.
Jason's raw and powerful performance of the Maori Haka earned him the role of Khal Drogo, a character that showcased his intensity but also boxed him into a stereotype. Even as he became a fan favorite, Jason wrestled with being misunderstood, a battle he would later share with Lisa, who had also faced similar struggles in her own career. Lisa Bonet's life, too, was marked by duality and defiance. Born on November 16, 1967 in San Francisco, her heritage, African-American on her father's side and Jewish-American on her mother's, shaped a complex identity. Growing up, Lisa navigated the tension of belonging to two cultural worlds. Her quiet strength and refusal to conform made her a trailblazer. At just 16, she captured hearts as Denise Huxtable on The Cosby Show, her bohemian, free-spirited character mirroring her own personality. Lisa's journey wasn't without its risks. She boldly broke away from her sitcom image with her controversial role in Angel Heart, defying Hollywood's expectations. Her marriage to Lenny Kravitz in 1987 seemed like a storybook romance, but after 6 years, it ended in divorce. Despite this, Lisa and Lenny redefined co-parenting, creating a loving and supportive environment for their daughter, Zoe Kravitz. It was this commitment to family that would later shape her relationship with Jason Momoa. When Jason met Lisa in 2005 at a Los Angeles jazz club, it wasn't just a random encounter. It felt as though the universe had conspired to bring them together. For Jason, it felt like a dream coming true. At the time, Jason was still navigating his way through the world of entertainment, finding his place in the bustling city of Los Angeles. But from the moment he laid eyes on Lisa, he was struck by something far beyond mere attraction. As a young boy, Jason had watched Lisa on The Cosby Show, and her presence on screen had left a lasting impression.
Listen, it was more than that, because ever since I was like 8 years old and I saw her on the TV, and I was like, Mommy, I want that one.
At just 8 years old, he had declared with certainty, "I want that one." Years later, he would find himself standing in front of her in person. It was no longer the childhood crush or the admiration from afar. It was real. Lisa, with her signature bohemian style, her magnetic charisma, and her grounded presence, was everything Jason had hoped for and more. Her poise was undeniable, but it was her authenticity and the warmth she exuded that made the night even more special. They spent the evening laughing, exchanging stories, and learning more about one another. As they spoke, Jason felt an immediate and undeniable connection. This wasn't just a fleeting moment. This was something deeper, something that felt like a union of two souls who had been shaped by similar struggles and shared values. In those early years of their relationship, it was clear that the bond between Jason and Lisa was unlike any other. They were both highly ambitious individuals, yet they seemed to strike a perfect balance in their relationship. While Jason was still in the early stages of his career in Hollywood, Lisa had already made a name for herself and had learned the harsh realities of fame. She had established her own identity, one that was far removed from the Hollywood frenzy, and it was clear that her sense of stability and wisdom would be the anchor that Jason needed as he navigated the challenges of his rising career. Together, they built a life filled with love, creativity, and adventure. A life where their individual cultures and shared experiences could coexist harmoniously. The couple's home became a sanctuary of music, art, and spiritual connection. It was a place where the pressure and superficiality of Hollywood seemed far away. It wasn't about the glitz and glamour. It was about finding solace in each other and in the world they created together. Their love story felt like the embodiment of an idealized version of Hollywood, a place where love, culture, and authenticity could flourish despite the chaos that often surrounded them. The birth of their children, Lola Iolani and Nakoa Wolf, only deepened their bond and solidified the foundation they had built. Each new chapter in their family life brought them closer together, reinforcing their shared values of love, family, and respect for their heritage. Jason and Lisa made sure that their children grew up in an environment where culture and love were emphasized. They worked hard to create a home that felt grounded, even though the world outside was anything but. But as Jason's career soared, things began to change. The role of Aquaman in the DC Comics franchise catapulted him to global stardom, and with it came the intense pressures and demands that come with being a public figure. Jason's rising fame required him to spend long stretches of time away from home, filming on location or participating in promotional events across the globe. The constant travel and the immense pressure of being in the public eye began to take its toll on his family life. Lisa, having experienced the grueling nature of Hollywood fame herself, understood the demands of the industry. However, she had always valued stability above all else. As a mother, she wanted to protect their children from the chaos that fame often brought. She was determined to create a sense of normalcy and security for them, and that meant retreating further into the quieter aspects of life. While Jason embraced his newfound success and the opportunities that came with it, Lisa found herself pulling back more and more, focused on her family and the peaceful life she had always cherished. As time went on, the couple's priorities began to diverge. Jason's desire for adventure, new experiences, and the adrenaline rush of being in the spotlight didn't always align with Lisa's need for a more grounded existence. The contrasting demands of their careers, combined with their differing views on family life, created an emotional distance that neither of them had anticipated. Despite their best efforts to hold on to the love that had brought them together, the pressures of their respective worlds slowly eroded the connection they once shared. By January 12, 2022, Jason and Lisa announced their separation to the public. They shared a joint statement on Instagram, describing the changes they had been going through and the transformational times they were facing. The message was clear. While their romantic relationship had come to an end, their commitment to their children and to one another remained strong. It was an amicable split, but for the fans who had followed their love story for years, it was a heartbreaking moment. The image of their unshakable love, the couple who had once seemed inseparable, was shattered. For Jason, the announcement of their separation was a deeply emotional moment. In interviews following the news, he spoke candidly about the heartache he felt, acknowledging that despite their best efforts, life sometimes takes people in different directions. "We tried," he confessed, his voice filled with emotion. "There was so much love, but sometimes life takes you in different directions." It was clear that this was a painful experience for him, but it was also a moment of self-reflection. In the months following the announcement, Jason poured his energy into his work, focusing on his roles and his activism. His portrayal of Aquaman, a hero connected to his roots and his resilience, became a symbol of his own journey, one of growth, self-discovery, and a deeper understanding of who he was. His commitment to environmental causes, particularly those that aligned with his Hawaiian heritage, also grew stronger during this time. Jason used his platform to advocate for the protection of the planet, a cause he felt deeply connected to. Meanwhile, Lisa took the opportunity to embrace her own journey. For her, the end of her marriage wasn't a failure. It was an evolution, a transformation that allowed her to reconnect with herself and her purpose. She remained steadfast in her role as a mother, teaching their children the importance of authenticity, integrity, and staying true to one's roots. Lisa's grounding presence continued to be a guiding force for their children, even as she navigated her own personal growth. The story of Jason and Lisa is not one of loss, but one of evolution and transformation. Their relationship may have taken a different form, but the essence of what they shared remains unchanged. They continue to support each other as co-parents, sharing the responsibility of raising their children and ensuring that they grow up with the same love and values that Jason and Lisa both cherished. As they continue their separate journeys, their bond endures in a way that transcends the traditional idea of a romantic relationship. They are no longer husband and wife, but they remain deeply connected by the shared experiences of their past, the family they created together, and the love that still exists between them. It is a testament to the power of love, respect, and the ability to adapt to life's inevitable changes. Jason and Lisa's story shows that love can change as people grow. Despite the challenges, their commitment to family and each other remains strong. Their journey is about growth, resilience, and the belief that love can last even when it takes a new form. In the end, their bond will continue to inspire those who understand the true meaning of love and connection.